All right. You guys look very spiffy is a good word. I was going to say
dapper.
Theological.
Amen.
Theological. So, if the Lord wills, what will you guys be doing for us today?
Well, if the Lord wills, only if He wills,
Amen.
we will be teaching and we will be preaching the doctrines that constitute the 4 pillars of the perfect handshake. And then,
I understood 4 of those words.
and then we will be finishing out with something special for all of you.
Can I be honest
tonight.
with you, Reese? So I went to seminary, I got a master's degree.
Amen.
I don't know what you're talking about half the time I talk to you. It's just the truth.
I feel like Zac Efron, never knowing what's going on whenever he talks to me.
I feel like Daniel chapter 12, verse 7. Look it up, guys.
I can't even hear him.
I don't know
Sounds
what
like
he's saying. All we hear up here is...
Are you speaking in tongues?
John Calvin, whoa.
Arson scroll rip.
Pre-tribly.
Ordo eschaton.
All right, so what are you guys gonna be doing in real life for us?
So, teaching what some would call the art of the handshake.
The art of the handshake.
Yes.
I mean, Daniel and I have a pretty good handshake.
If the Lord wills.
Oh,
Got it.
Is that the wrong one? Wrong one. Sorry.
not the wrong one. That was a good one.
Don't worry, we won't be saying any of that tonight.
I don't know what just
Handshake.
happened there. That was kind of weird. We didn't plan that.
My
Well, let's give it
hand-
up for Reese and Michael doing their handshake. It's gonna be great.
The handshake. One of the ultimate signs of masculinity. An art, if you will. It produces a persona of character. It instills respect unto the recipient. It introduces an acquaintance. Thus, how does one go about a handshake? One must first comprehend and lay hold of the 4 doctrines that constitute the pillars of the perfect handshake. Acquire knowledge as we delve into the subject. Learn. Take notes if you must. Pillar 1. Hard like board. The key here is a firm handshake in order to assert a manly atmosphere and instill respect into the recipient. You do not want to be too hard because you want to instill that respect, but you don't want to be too weak like a fish.
Pillar 2, full lockage. No, full thumb lockage. That is what it looks like. It is when these regions of the hands connect. It is a unity among brethren. And there are 2 ways to get it wrong. It is so important that you don't clasp prematurely. And that looks like grabbing the fingers or that over-eagerness when you're all up on the dude's wrist. No one wants that. That brings us to pillar 3.
Pillar 3, arguably the most important, eye contact. Now, this creates a bond and develops a friendly atmosphere amongst the acquaintance. There's 2 levels here, 2 phases, if you will. There's a beginner phase, which is where you watch the docking process and then avert your eyes up to the opponent. Expert phase. You just look straight in their eyes the entire time. Now that you can't teach, it just takes practice. The key here is not to sacrifice your full thumb lockage for expert phase. If you need to maintain the full thumb lockage, feel free to have the beginner phase. There's no shame in that.
Pillar 4, mutual agreement of disembarkment. Comes over time and cannot be taught. You must see it in the soul of the other person. It is a feeling. And the point here is to avoid awkwardness. You don't want to hold your opponent's hand captive for too long or let go too short. And that, brothers, brings us on to Pillar 5, ancestor. That is what, for veterans of the trade, you can spice things up. So Michael and I will now demonstrate spice.
Yeah!